begin. I'm Robin Ice. I am Director of the Business and Leadership Studies program here at SOPA, and I'll let our Senior Academic Advisor, Alexis, introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Alexis Stone, and as Robin just mentioned, I am the Academic Advisor for the Business and Leadership Studies program. So nice to meet everyone.
Right. Well, the Business and Leadership Studies program, the BSLS, is part of the School of Professional Advancement. And in looking at this amazing diagram here, you can see where the School of Professional Advancement fits within Tulane University overall. We are one of 10 schools of which Tulane University is comprised, and this is our part. We'll tell you a little bit more about it. This is a series of photographs of our beautiful New Orleans Uptown campus. Now, the Business and Leadership Studies program is all online, so unless you're here and you want to make an appointment and come in and see us, it's unlikely that you'll have to be here. But if you want to come and see where we are, this slide depicts the famous bead tree, our offices at Richardson Hall, which is the large brick building, a streetcar which runs right in front of our office, and the mural that is in the School of Professional Advancement office on the second floor of Richardson. And if you come by, we will be glad to see you. This is a depiction, a mock-up of the diploma that our students earn. As you can see, it is part of Tulane University, like all Tulane diplomas, only it says specifically our school, as all of the diplomas do, your name and the Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Arts that you earn. Or if you earn a certificate, you will get a certificate to that effect as well. Today, we're going to talk about the type of learning experience you can expect at SOPA, our programs and faculty, the kind of student support that we offer, which we think is very, very good, and the affordability and flexibility of our programs at SOPA. First of all, let's talk about the learning experience. As I mentioned, all of the Business and Leadership Studies classes are online. We feel that the online classes that we offer at SOPA are among the best. They're engaging, they allow you to interact, they provide relevant, useful information that can direct you right into the next stage of your career. We do this by employing actual scenarios that are similar to what you will encounter in the real world. We have lots of opportunities for you to partner up with your fellow students and to join the class by Zoom, if your schedule allows, with your professor and your classmates for an actual meeting. All of our online classes require 2 to 4 such Zoom meetings. And if you can't attend, and we do understand that if you're taking online classes, it means that you probably are trying to have some flexibility in your schedule. We record those meetings so that you can watch them later. And our instructors are available to meet with you separately pretty much any time that their schedule and your class and your schedules match. Now let's look specifically at the Business and Leadership Studies program. These are the degrees we offer. We have a Bachelor of Arts in Human Resources, a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Behavior and Management Studies, and professional certificates in Accounting Fundamentals, Applied Business Studies, Human Resources Fundamentals, and Small Business Development. And I should also mention that each of the subject areas in the professional certificates, other than accounting fundamentals, can be taken as minors to a major degree. So we'll move on, but I will explain what that means as we move forward with our 4-year degrees. So the Bachelor of Arts in Human Resources. This is a SHRM, Society for Human Resource Management approved curriculum, which means that we had to meet the standards of this very important organization in the HR world. And that once you have completed your course here, you will be eligible to take the SHRM certification exam and obtain that very important credential. Here are some of the key concepts, the learning objectives that we will be looking at in the HR degree. We study workplace culture and how to organize, design, and develop human resources so that employers gain the most and are able to retain and work best with the people who actually make up the company and are the most important resource that any corporation has. We'll talk about pay structures, benefits, conflicts in the workplace, which always occur, but in the HR world, these not only are part of the study, they are part of the skills that you will take away from the program when you earn your degree. And of course, everything that we teach at SOPA, and particularly in the business and leadership studies and general legal studies programs, is overlain with ethics and law, because we know that compliance with ethics and law are important aspects of any career in business. So these are some of the course highlights in the human resources. I won't just go through and read all these, but we have a great class in career success strategies that help set you up for the job search. We have, of course, employment and labor law, performance appraisal and productivity, planning and recruiting, HR and selecting, and managing organizational behavior. And let's also talk about the Bachelor of Science in Organizational Behavior and Management Studies. The key concepts here are the basics, the foundation, building blocks, if you will, of business organizational behavior, which means the way people work with one another productively, one hopes, and profitably within the organization, and the basic principles of management that enable our graduates to manage corporations large and small. We'll also talk a lot about communication, both written and verbal, because these are key aspects of working successfully in business. We will, as I mentioned earlier, always be focusing on the moral and ethical principles underlying all of business in the United States. And we'll talk about establishing goals to make a corporation run and make sure that production goals and other aspects of productivity remain in line. These are some of the course highlights. Of course, principles of management, business ethics. Everyone takes intro to finance, business communications, business statistics. One of my favorite courses, because we actually bring in other media to study this sometimes difficult but very, very valuable course. Entrepreneurship, and as you can see, other aspects of business for which we have focus courses. And I do want to mention specifically Psychology Applied to Work, a very, very valuable course, and one we're proud to offer as part of our OBMS BS degree. These are the requirements for both of the majors. 120 credit hours. Both require completion of 36 credit hours in the major. That's 12 classes. Everyone is required to complete 84 credit hours of general ed and electives courses. And you are able, if you're coming from a school where you have already begun studies, you are able to transfer in up to 60 credits, provided they meet with Tulane's transfer requirements. And here's where I mentioned the minor. At SOPA, we have many minors that are available in the other programs, and also within the Business and Leadership Studies program, that make very good matches and will help you fill up in a very productive and highly credentialed way some of the elective hours that you have. Among these might be, if you were taking the organizational behavior Bachelor of Science degree, a minor in human resources would not be out of place, nor would a minor in some of our IT classes in minors that are offered, by our I'm sorry, I'm having a cat attack me here. Our IT minors that are offered by our applied computing program. So a minor is not required, but I always recommend it because it adds a credential that enhances your degree. And let's look at these professional certificates. Each requires completion of 18 hours, and these are accounting, applied business studies, human resources fundamentals, and small business development. Any of these could also be added to your degree to, again, enhance your credentials and make you more marketable. And these are just a few members of our faculty. We're very proud of our faculty. They are all working every day in the fields in which they teach. Justin is in human resources. He actually managed human resources for the Navy. Josh Foreman, Cody, both of these instructors are graduates of our SOPA General Legal Studies program who have gone on to earn, in Josh's case, an MBA, and in Cody's case, a master's in human resources. Ann Snell teaches finance, and all of them are very, very skilled at teaching online and making those classes engaging and informative. And here's a picture of Kay McLennan, who is our professor of practice in business and leadership studies. And a mention of Kay is really important because Kay is one of the pioneers actually in online education. And those who take our classes that she teaches are gifted with her knowledge in that area and also in her use of artificial intelligence and just developed atmosphere. She manages the SOPA Megasphere and other artificial environments in which students can take classes and wander through the environment that she has created. It's all very fascinating and really, really makes the classes fun. And these are some of the careers that would be available to you in human resources. There are many, but these are just some examples. Corporations always have recruiters for HR, that's one. Benefits and compensation managers, very valuable. Chief diversity officers, payroll coordinators, and others. And let's look at some of the careers that are available in organizational behavior and management. Our students are out there in a variety of positions, and some of these include sales executive, operations manager, executive directors in various capacities in corporations, logistics manager, a very, very important position in today's world of online shopping and in any kind of business that requires shipping of goods or materials. So these are just a few of the examples of positions, and also you can see the salary rate there. Now I'm going to hand it off to Alexis to talk about our student support and success services.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Robin. So as Robin just mentioned, as an academic advisor, I'm a part of the student support success team that you would have as a SOPA student. So I would be your academic advisor. Robin would be your major advisor, whether you're doing a certificate or a bachelor's degree. Each student is going to have an assigned advisor based upon their department. But we also do have, for all SOPA students, a career advisor. So we would encourage you to speak to our career advisor, Susan, at least once when you're here as a SOPA student, multiple times. She's really amazing. She's doing some great work with students. And so we're just a part of the team that would help you out as a student while you're here at SOPA. And again, as an advisor, I would help you with the transfer credit process. As Robin mentioned, you can transfer in up to 60 total credits for your degree. Your degree would be 120 credits total. So that'd be half of your degree can be transferred in. And it just saves you a lot of time, a lot of money. If you've attended a school previously, I would work with you to go through the process to see if the courses, like Robin said, meet our transfer requirements. I would encourage any student who has attended a school before to at least go through the process. It doesn't hurt to try. I mean, anything's better than starting all over. So I would work with you through that process about getting your transfer credit evaluated. Another aspect of getting transfer credit is our credit for prior learning. So if you have any like military experience, or you've worked in a field for, over 20 years and have previous experience working in a field that you're getting a degree in, you can also use your work experience as transfer credit. We have a prior learning coordinator who will walk with you with the portfolio process and how to get that work evaluated and applied to your degree. But one thing to mention is that the credits that you can receive for being in the military, or your credit for prior learning, is included in the 60. So you can't transfer in 60 and then another 24 for credit for prior learning. It's all included. But it is another option for students who necessarily may have not gone to a previous school and just have worked this whole time. You do have an opportunity to still get some type of transfer credit if applicable. And so this slide is going to talk about tuition. Obviously, as a SOPA student, our tuition is a little bit more affordable than traditional Tulane College tuition. Our courses are $623 a credit. A typical class is 3 credit hours. We do offer financial aid. So if you're eligible for any of the financial aid listed, we can connect you with a financial aid counselor. But we do offer some scholarships. If you were a PTK student, we do offer a transfer scholarship. So any student who is an eligible transfer student and meets the requirements to transfer in credit, you can get awarded a $1,500 transfer student scholarship. We also do offer early enrollment scholarships, and maybe on the next slide. But we also a 20% discount for any students who may be over the age of 60, who were in PTK, which is Phi Theta Kappa, which is an honor society for community colleges. If you are an active duty military, or if you're a veteran, if you are a firefighter, police officer, or if you work at a New Orleans area public, if you're an employee, we have a lot of employees who come back to school, who maybe are a teacher and come back to school and get another degree. So we do have an opportunity for you to have another tuition discount on top of financial aid if applicable. And to apply, it's really very simple. You just go to our website at sopa.tulane.edu. You would upload all the necessary documents needed. So a government photo issued ID, official transcripts. Well, you can send transcripts, but official transcripts have to be sent into admissions as part of your application process. You can upload unofficial to your application, but official ones have to be sent directly from your previous institution directly to SOPA. And because you attended this webinar, we will waive the $40 admissions application fee, which is amazing because that's one less payment you have to make. But yeah, you would just go to our website, sopa.tulane.edu, and there will be an admissions link, and you can just go ahead and start the application for fall is open. The admissions deadline for fall is August 1st. So you do still have time to get your documents submitted for fall. And I mentioned this earlier about our early enrollment scholarship fee, or not fee, scholarship. It'd be $200 for undergraduate students if you register by the indicated deadlines on the screen. So for fall, if you, well, we've passed that. It would have been June 1st. If you registered and enrolled by June 1st for fall, you could be eligible for the early enrollment scholarship, but you still have time to do the admissions application, which the deadline is August 1st. So you still have time to register. You just have missed the deadline for the early enrollment scholarship. And it looks like that's our presentation. If you have any questions for us, feel free to unmute yourself and, ask us any questions you have.
First of all, thank you, ladies, so much for having this. I know I came in a little late because I was in a 9 o'clock Zoom that ran over at my office, so I appreciate it. My question is, I believe I have finished my application because I'm very excited. I'm in California. I'm from New Orleans, but I'm very excited to finish my degree in New Orleans. It's been what I wanted to do. I didn't want to finish here in California. I really wanted to finish in New Orleans. So I did my application, and I know there is the $40 waiver. So that's my first question. How would I submit for the waiver? That's number one.
I can answer that, Latrice. I'll take your name down and we will refund your application fee.
Okay, and thank you for that. My second question is, I am looking to use this, and from what I've heard as far as the courses that you guys offer, it's going to work. I'm a real estate agent in California, so it will work towards my real estate it will work towards a real estate career. So that was the second question I did have. I appreciate that. You guys answered it. And I had one more question, but I didn't have the time to write it down. But if it comes back, I will ask someone to mute and give someone else opportunity.
Well, thank you. So glad you're wanting to complete your degree in New Orleans. Totally understandable. And it sounds like you'll have transfer credits, so you'll be working with Alexis on those. And here I am having trouble in verification process of my high school transcript. To submit in the application with respect to the application, I would take this to mean.
Yeah, so are you saying you've tried to submit the high school transcript, or it's not going through? Okay, this may be a better question for, and you want to answer this, or is this for Hope?
Yes. So for international students, if you earned your high school degree from a country other than the United States, well, first, you need to get your transcript from your school in Nepal, and that needs to be sent to the World Education Services, WES. I'll put it in the chat, but that way they translate it to English, but we do need an official high school transcript, so that is essential to complete the application process. I'll follow up and send you more information. Yeah,
This is a doable thing that we handle frequently, but there's a process, and we can sure send you in the right direction. Other questions?
That was actually my next question. This is LJ again. It was transcripts. So I recently submitted transcripts to Tulane undergrad. Official transcripts to Tulane undergrad. Are you all capable? Are you able to get those transcripts from them, or I would have to resubmit?
Well, typically, we would have to have our admissions counselor reach out to Newcomb Tulane undergrad to see if they'll send them over to us, because they don't automatically send them to us if they get sent to the wrong department. We have to ask them and they have to send it. So when our admissions counselor gets, I can send her your information and she can reach out to them to see if they received it. And then if they can send it to our admissions department.
Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it.
Sure. Any other questions? Trying to look in the chat, looks like one more. Okay, oh, great. Well, thank you all so much for joining us, and thank you for your interest in the Business and Leadership Studies programs. We hope that we'll be seeing you and working with you in the coming semesters. It's very exciting to have all of you here, and if you have other questions, you can reach out to us.